we skip to the good part.
Yeah, so before we start, should we just like get into the interview? Like, do we have to do small talk first?
I don't know. Hi. He's not shaking my hand.
Wait,
Hello.
nice to meet you again.
All right, that's something of an intro.
So, I'm really trying to think first what I should call this series.
Well, I like the mouthful of the title that you had.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really good. What was that? Because I think it was either a lot of E's.
It was like the Content Creators Collective Collaboration.
Yeah, I like that.
Not podcast. It could be a podcast.
Content Creators Collaborative Conversations.
Coffee chat. No, I was really thinking about doing, the creative highlights or something simple and boring. But someone's going to probably be like, no one's going to remember that. I mean, they will remember it, but not the actual name. But hi, Carlos. How are you?
Hey,
it's been a while.
Vince. It's been 2 days since we last spoke.
Yes, 2 days since we last spoke, but I'm so excited that we're doing this
Yeah,
today.
this is really cool. Thanks for doing this with
and
me.
Thanks for being my first victim, for being my first person to do this with. So let's just get down to
Let's
it.
do it.
I got my questionnaires here today. I can't remember everything. All right. So first, why don't you just introduce yourself to the community about who it is you are and what it is that you do.
Okay. Should I like talk into this camera or talk to you here?
I don't think it matters.
Okay. Hi, community. I'm Carlos. So I am a video producer. I feel like that's like the best sort of title I can give myself, where it's like I don't want to say I'm a content creator. I don't want to say that I'm a filmmaker. All of those are just like foofy titles. So I'm a video producer. I make videos either for social content, for web series, for whatever it is that needs video. So video producer, I feel like just encompasses it pretty well.
I like that.
Yeah.
And because we've known each other for such a long time, like we went to the same high school. For those of you who don't know, me and Carlos was in the same high school, different classes. I was class of 2005 and you were 04. Okay,
Yeah.
so just 1 year.
We were
the Hurricanes, not the Bobcats.
Wait, they're like they're the Panthers now.
The Panthers.
Hurricanes was so much better.
Yeah, it's so ambiguous. We did not have a mascot.
Yeah.
But the reason why I bring that up is because in 2003, I was in the video production class, and I believe you were also in that same class, not the same exact one, but like the same class as well. Is that what you feel started your passion for videography?
No, I think I was lucky enough to have pretty good parents. And I'm gonna give it up to my mom for sort of letting me have nurturing imagination a little bit. And then my dad was really always into electronics, always had like a camera. So it was like the two just came together, and especially the fact that like I think even till now when someone says I can't do something or I'm not allowed to touch something, nothing. Yeah, I need to do it. I need to touch the artwork that I'm not supposed to. I won't,
for
respect.
legal reasons.
But like it was, my dad never let me use the camcorder when I was young, so like I needed to, and among like my early projects, even as a kid, I used to like set up all my action figures and like take photos of them doing things, and I would do like the stop animation of it. Like if Spider-Man was gonna punch Wolverine, it was like 1 photo, 2 photo, 3 photo, and I was lucky I got to do that. Yeah.
I feel like when we're children, we're the most creative, because I feel like I did similar things. Like I feel like we had a similar background in terms of like my father liked electronics and everything.
Yeah.
He had the latest gadgets for some reason.
Yeah.
But, like I used to do lots of like flip book animation. So I used to
that's
be an
awesome.
animator. So I used to do a lot of those as a kid. I would like cut things out and I would keep drawing pictures frame by frame. And
oh my God.
Yeah, it was.
That's really cool. You are good at art.
Yes, initially I was. I probably still am good at that.
It would be drawing? Was your thing?
So I was into drawing, sketching, and like sketch art and like all that stuff.
That's really
Painting
cool.
was not my strongest point, but I still tried to paint. But I liked doing art a lot, and back then I wanted to go into that. But
do you still mess around with painting, drawing, illustration?
Not so much painting. I do like sketching every now and then, but
That's nice.
I feel less inspired to do that.
I get it. Yeah.
Because back then I guess I was more inspired to like have the creative outlet for that. But for me, what I like about technology nowadays is we get to express ourselves in many different ways than we could have back then.
Yeah.
So I really like the concept of Instagram, that it could do video and pictures, just social media in general, like YouTube, whatever. Because back then we were not able to do as much. Back then, you had your film, you had a limited amount of time you could do it. You could only record in like maybe an hour.
That's right.
And then you had to transfer it from the camcorder to the VCR, and then later on you could import it into the computer, which is like, wow. Digital video.
Yeah. Oh my
Even
God.
then, it was 360p.
Yeah, I know, man. That's right. That's right.
And even the beginning of YouTube, I feel like it was also not as high quality back then.
No, not at all.
If I still had my original YouTube page, I could only imagine the quality.
In comparison to now, man, night and day. Night and day.
So circling back, so it was your parents and your family who started your passion for video, and I like that a lot. So we did go over some of this, but when it comes to the professional aspect of your film and photography, did you teach yourself basically, or did you go to like school or classes in regards to those?
So, I believe probably it was self-taught. Like the entire thing was self-taught. Now, I was set up for success, right? You know, we went to county prep, and Mr. Patton was the photo and video teacher, and you know, myself and my crew, we were already kind of go-getters about it. We were what's the word I'm looking for? We were self-motivated.
Yeah.
We were self-motivated. So he said, here's a camera, here's a computer, leave me alone. You know, like in a teacher way, not in a really dismissive way. And
no, I could imagine that.
And then like, we did, you know, I remember like it was myself and Daniel Fuentes in particular, man. Like that guy was my partner for all this. And we would just take the camera home, even though we weren't supposed to, so that we could keep filming and like creating random things. And like, man, it was such a great time. And
I feel like I've seen some of your work because I had access to see your work back then.
Yeah.
I want to say it was your work. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, no, it was always me and Danny. We were always the ones doing the creative and like the goofy. And we didn't take it seriously in the serious way.
I know, but it was so fun.
Yeah, it was.
For me, what I wish I had was like an eccentric group like yours, because the group that I had, bless them. No, they were great. They were great, but it's just like everything was pushed on me at the end, which gave me anxiety a little bit. So I'm still friends with some of them, but like, you know, it's just like one didn't want to talk, one didn't want to do this. So we had the camera person. I think it was Gail. Like, I don't keep in touch with her, but like, you know, she was the camera person then.
Sounds familiar.
I had Albert, who didn't want to talk to anyone. So eventually it was pushed to me. So I think our first project was to interview the freshmen.
Oh my God,
and, it was hilarious because I didn't want to talk either, but for some reason, I don't know why, they just said, Vince, you're going to be the interviewer. Go ahead and interview these freshmen. And I was so, I guess, like quiet and cynical. So I was like, why me? So I was just like, hi, you're a freshman. Like, it was horrible. But I want to say I saw you or someone else like editing the videos I made. I was like, gosh, why?
Oh my God.
I don't know. Does he keep the archives of those videos?
So, a Patton?
Yeah. Are they like
so me and Danny, we stole all the videos. We took everything because we knew that if we left them in the school, they were just going to get overwritten, used again, or get tossed out. So literally we graduated and it was like...
I wish I did that.
Yeah, so I actually have all of that at home. Just waiting for some reason to use it again.
Yeah, there's like some probably erased videos of me testing out the, you know, like when they do the morning announcements in that video thing. Like I never did the announcements that way, but like we did test runs with me on it. And someone was saying, Vince, you like yourself on camera. I was like, well, I'm never on camera. But amazing. Yeah, no, that's really cool. We were set up for success.
We were.
But yeah, let's get down to the technical details.
Okay.
But let's get down to the technical aspect of word bombing. Okay. Goose Frava. But let's get down to the technical parts.
So let's get down to the, yeah, okay.
Yeah, all right. Now we're gonna talk about the technical parts of your film and videos. So what cameras or brand models do you use most frequently when you do your jobs? Or do you do it based on like certain aspects of the job?
So I'm kind of a one-man band.
Yes.
So I use what I have. In this case, I use Sony cameras.
Okay.
The kind of cool thing about that is like, I think I'm a Sony fanboy without even like just inadvertently, because like my dad too, this goes back to my dad, like any camera he ever had, it was Sony. Any like TV he ever had, it was any audio equipment, Sony. Like, so I think I've just kind of like stuck to that, and I'm happy. I mean,
yes.
Shout out Sony.
Yes.
Great products.
Hashtag Sony.
Hashtag Sony.
Click on our link below.
So yeah, it's Sony for me. I have, you know, everything I need to make anything.
Okay.
You know, and when it comes to higher end stuff, you rent. When it comes to higher, yeah.
I have I don't remember the model name, but it's like the Sony ZV something.
Okay, yeah.
Vlogging
ZV-E1.
camera. You're so good. Yeah, it's great. Like,
it is.
I have the little. I wish I brought it with me. But I have the little like tripod thing that they have, and
Yeah.
the little lapel microphone that picks up audio so well.
That's
Like,
awesome.
I was like, yo, you just point and shoot, and you hear yourself clearly.
Yeah, they're doing
Yeah,
good work.
no, it's still good. I bought that camera like what 2018. It still looks like a high quality camera now.
It's like right now everything is good.
Yeah.
Everything is good. Like you can't buy a bad camera at this point.
No.
Like just even our cell phones, like with
Yeah.
as long as you have good light,
Yes,
you're fine.
you're good.
Yeah.
The issues I have now with that camera is like when I import it to my phone, then upload it. Well, after editing it and uploading it, I feel like there's some quality degradation that happens nowadays, and I don't know how to fix that. But
I blame Instagram.
Instagram is
I hate
killing
them.
me now.
Yes.
And what they're doing now is, I think certain videos after a certain time frame, they're downgrading the quality on them. So when I look at some old videos, I'm like, what happened to my 4K videos?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
But yeah, so you use Sony cameras. So even for like when you do microphones, is that also Sony?
No, I mean at this point, it's kind of these DJI kind of has the market really nice. If I need professional audio, like if I'm doing a short film or something, we use like a shotgun mics, and those are real audio brands like Sennheiser or Rode and things like that.
Those are great.
Yeah, the quality is insane on those.
And I feel like DJI is like really having a upcoming in the market, because when I first saw them, I was like, is this like a Temu brand? Like,
Yeah.
No, but I first invested in their gimbal,
The gimbals,
which was great. And then now they have that DJI Osmo camera, which I
that's
want.
awesome. Yeah, same. They're about to release the fourth one.
Okay, so maybe I'll wait for that.
Yeah, definitely.
See if
Either
I have
that
the
or
budget
or
for
once it comes out, there's gonna be like the discount on 3s.
Yeah, they're all good. So
Yeah.
whichever one you get, they're all good. You don't always have to have the latest one.
That's a fact.
All right, so when it comes to special techniques in filming or certain techniques, you know, I'll go over the first part. Like, do you have any pro tips when you shoot content or videos?
That's a good question, and I don't think I'm gonna take it from a technical standpoint. I just think that you gotta be as authentic as you can. You know, I don't want to use that even as so much of a buzzword, but like on shoots, outside of pressing record, like I just try to be fun, light, you know, enjoy who I'm working with, because that ends up producing a great product.
Yeah.
A great piece, a great video, great audio, whatever it is. Like if you just kind of put out some goodness, put out some kindness, act as yourself,
I like that.
you'll get something nice out of that.
And that's true. You want to be yourself most of the time. Well, all the time.
Only most of the time.
I'm gonna leave that in there. Like, I feel like authenticity is. There's a lot of authentic people out there, but you know, me being behind the scenes a lot, I get to see lots of the smoke and mirrors that happen out there.
Same.
There was one time I was kind of bothered, like when I was creating like skincare content videos, and I was somewhere in a certain event, and someone that worked there said, let me just rewind. So I was like, I want to capture like the glow that I'm getting. She goes, that's fine. We just want to, doesn't matter what you do, just spray water and just say it's the moisturizer. I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, those
I mean-
are the tricks of the trade, but I get it. Yeah.
To me, like if I was filming like a shoot for the brand, like I get it. But I can't be like, wow, this
yeah.
is giving me the nice dewy fit. Like no,
Yes.
I can't
Yes.
do that.
I hear you.
in
Actually.
good,
Okay.
like ethically. Like, I
Yeah.
can't do
Yeah.
that.
Agreed, man.
But to me, I do agree that like when you're having a good time, it will produce good results too. And then, you know, for the more technical details, for me, what I learned over time is like you just can't like. I mean, you can't like point and shoot and expect something great.
Correct.
Unless you know how to splice and edit like, a video.
Yeah.
But I like to usually like zoom in a little bit closer. I feel like
Yeah.
it captures more details.
Yeah, it sure does.
In that aspect. So people are like, what camera do you use? I'm like, I'm just using my iPhone camera. But the way I capture content personally is like, I like to zoom in a little bit closer. I like to have like the background kind of pan out a little bit more.
Yeah.
So it creates like kind of a blurry effect, and
Yeah.
it just creates that realism that I want to capture.
Yeah.
And the other part is I got from you is the frame rate is important.
Yeah.
So I'll let you elaborate more on that.
Sure. I actually remember what you're talking about, and since forever, I hate TVs that have that smooth motion thing that makes everything look like it's at 60 frames.
Yes.
And like for anyone, like that's essentially the stuff that you see every bit of movement,
Yes.
right? So I like to shoot at least the pieces that where it works is at 24, and that's the way cinema and film is shot.
Yes.
Why I hate it, right? So big movie directors, like they're not shooting in 60, right?
No.
Because what that does is it creates too much realism. Like you feel like you see the actor, you see the acting, you see the you don't see the lights, but it's almost like you see all the technical stuff in the area.
Yes.
The reason why you want to shoot 24 is kind of for immersion, right?
Ooh.
Like you're not supposed to see the actor, you're supposed to see the character.
I like
That's what kind of 24 sort of does. It's like you're supposed to sort of immerse yourself a little bit in what you're seeing. It's not supposed to be real unless you're doing reality TV. Sometimes interviews like this is okay, but still it's like you don't want that. You want to be able to take a step back and enjoy kind of what you're looking at without disseminating it.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And just to put it in simpler, like a simple visual, if you may, just watch a soap opera TV show or the British broadcast channel, and most things are in 60p or like 55p.
Right.
Like, it's not p, frames per second, FPS.
Yeah, they do the 50 actually.
50.
Nice one. Yep.
They do 50. So, and usually that captures like details, like you said, that
Yeah.
you don't want captured in your
Yeah.
videos. So there are some like places or restaurants or bars that would have the TV in that
Smooth motion mode.
smooth motion setting.
Yeah.
So I was watching a movie in the bar and I was like, why does it seem strange?
Right?
So, and I used to like that realism because I was like, wow, it looks so real. But like, you know, after years, I was like, you know, I don't prefer that though.
Yeah.
In terms of like watching my media that way.
Yeah, it disconnects you from the surreal that it's supposed to
Yeah.
be. You know, like that's cool with sports, you know, that's cool with reality TV, soap operas, but like almost everything else, it's supposed to be sort of an experience and somewhat immersive.
Good talk. So whenever you're creating content or videos, 24 frames per second, it's the ideal one. Okay.
Sure is.
All right, so that just defeated my next question. Any other special techniques you want to share in the way you shoot your videos? Yeah, we could skip that since we spoke about that. So lighting. So I personally don't use lighting because I don't have it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have lights in my apartment, but I feel like it's really important to have lighting when shooting good content. Right now, we're in the perfect light setting right now, but I feel like you could grasp the idea of why lighting is important.
Yeah.
Why is it important?
So, no, yeah, that's a good question. Good lighting makes even the worst cameras incredible, right? Cameras, essentially, they can't see in the dark. You know, they have their limitations. So when something is perfectly lit, you can see all those details. You can work the camera more to your favor so that everything pops, right? Right now, for example, the way we set up the camera is a perfect example. So just as like a pro tip, you want to have your camera instead of where the light is. So if this camera is kind of pointing this way, we got the light coming in this way. So it kind of gives you a nice little rim light right there, and it just looks delicious. You know, same thing over here. If we put these cameras on this side, while we'll see all the details, it ends up it's less cinematic, right? And this is that, right? This is the cinema right here. This is the cinema right here. It's the most important thing, honestly. Like
it does
you can,
make a difference.
one of the things that growing up doing this, I was kind of taught and told, get whatever camera, but spend your money on lights.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now like I have an arsenal of lights, but like some of that came before having an arsenal of lenses and things like that, because you can do so much with good lighting. Yeah.
That's true.
It's crucial.
Yeah, I used to have lighting equipment, but I couldn't keep them when I was moving around. I mean,
I get it.
But it's like so bulky. Like,
It is.
like,
No, it is, bro. I have like massive shelves of lighting, and it's just frustrating. But you don't always need the lighting. Like, find a good window where the light is coming in soft and nice, and like put the camera right in front of you and let that like kind of like shadow here, light here, and it's gonna look delicious.
I have some good windows now.
Yeah.
Because even when I lived in Hawaii, my sister was like, film on your, it's called a lanai, but it's a balcony. Film on your balcony. And I was like, I would, but like because of the way it was facing, like it did not hit in the right spots, and because of spacing, I couldn't be where the lighting was.
Yeah.
Or I couldn't plant the camera where I needed it to be. So I did not want it to fall over the balcony. Let's see. Yeah, good talk about lighting. So I think I should invest in some lighting after this.
Yeah, lighting is great.
So, because you've done some amazing work over the years, I'm a big fan, by the way.
Thank you.
You know, you probably do, but I feel like I should like be more in depth in following you more. Like, do you have all your work in like one like YouTube page as well?
I don't. You know, I haven't taken care of doing that as much as I should have. Like, I'm hard to find, right? Like, I don't really have my work out there too much. I just shoot for others, and like my stuff is on their page. Like right now, a lot of what you see on my buddy Dr. J on his page is a lot of stuff him and I kind of put together and made happen, you know? Meanwhile, you go to my page, maybe there's like a photo of my dog or something, you know?
That's cute.
Yeah, but that, I got to do better at just kind of putting myself out there.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you have all your hard drives of all your work
full.
Like,
do
you also feel like it's because you can't post certain things because it's like private videos, or do you have a contract with like?
No, it's just like
yours?
it's laziness and like just my own capacity. Like you know, doing social media, as you probably know, it's a lot of work.
Yes.
Even the posts, even posting a video, it's as easy as post, but then you got to do the caption, you got to tag the right people, make sure it looks good, and after that, it's been like 10-15 minutes. Like, not a lot, but then you do that consistently and it's hours a week. Like,
no, it's a lot. So even I'm really lazy. So people are like, why don't you post on your TikTok? I'm like, I just post on Instagram, but I'm so lazy to go to another app to post the same exact thing. I treat them the same way, and it's just hilarious how they're both different in terms of like the audience and functionality.
Yeah.
So I'll post one video on Instagram, I'll get like 10 likes, which is low. And then I'll post on Instagram, there's 400 likes. I'm like, well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you've worked on many projects and different videos and everything.
Yeah.
So do you have like any personal favorite projects or videos that you've worked on?
So I think, you know, like the most amount of exposure that I'm super grateful for has been since I kind of partnered up with Janish, Dr. J, because I've gone to work for some really cool companies. Like probably two of my favorites are having worked for Florsheim. Shout out Florsheim. Shout out Florsheim.
Florsheim.
Yeah, so the shoe company, and like, you know, they're a storied, long-time company. So that was like, what a privilege.
Yes.
And then we get to work with a lot of like clothing brands like Sartoro. Like this is
that's so cool.
Sartoro, yeah, and like shout out to Andy. You know, he's the owner. He makes a really quality product, and that's been really cool. I got to shoot for Colgate. Like that was also a really neat one. Yeah, and like kind of one of the things that I guess I've been proud of and privileged to do is that almost all these companies have let us do our thing.
Yes.
You know, we don't need to we're making ads, sure, to a degree, but like it goes to the whole being authentic.
Yes.
like we're doing it our way. Like, and at first, when we first kind of started doing the thing together, we had guidelines. We had to like do what the creators were already doing and stuff like that. But now it's like, hey, you guys do your thing. Yes. Like, do it the way you do it. Like, we like the way you're doing it. You do that, and like that's dope. Like that feels really good.
Amazing, because nowadays I've kind of taken a step back a little bit because of like those guidelines, and I feel like it clashes with authenticity. So you know, so I was kind of just finishing up a lot of different projects just because I had to finish them. I was like, moisturizer, but but you know, nowadays, like I feel like lots of brands are asking from arm and a leg for little to nothing. I was like, why is there a 10-page contract when I'm not even getting paid for it? Like, you know, let's just say there's a free thing. Because I wanted it. But like, I got turned off. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that.
I get it, dude.
Like, I'd rather just buy it and just talk about it.
No, I agree. And that's why, like, I know my privilege. I know that, and like, I worked for this, you know, and like, Janice worked for this. Like, this was not, you guys this didn't just happen. Like, it was, we pushed it, we did it, you know? It's nice.
Yeah, I feel, you know, when I watch those videos, I see the quality, I see the authenticity, and, you know, it's just, you know, chef's kiss when I just watch those videos.
Thank you.
Like, it's great. I was just like, I'm like super invested in it. So, great job on that.
Thank you.
So, if you guys don't follow Janice, you should. Check out his work on his page. All those videos you see behind the scenes, it's Carlos filming it, editing it too. You know, when it comes to those videos, do you do the color grading yourself and everything? Oh, that is awesome. That is talent. So
it's tough though. It's been a learning curve because it's like it's the same thing. It's all self-taught, and like so many of us, honestly, at this point. But man, that hasn't been easy. And sometimes you destroy things, and then you just gotta like start from the beginning.
No, because I feel like that's important to do, like, you know, color correcting and everything, because for me, the first problem I had when creating my page was having consistency. So like every video was a little bit different, like in terms of lighting, color, and like theme. So now I'm trying to be more streamlined in that. So I like that all your content, you could tell that it's you who made it, because there's a certain, what do you call that? Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, there's a certain quality that you produce that's very specific to you. Like, you could see your emotions running through the video for me. What's that word?
I'm not sure. I hate to say vibe, but it's almost like that might be what you're saying.
You know, it's easier with music. It's like you could tell when someone wrote or produced something because...
Oh my God, yes. I know what you're saying now. And I don't know the word.
It's like when you hear a Manuel Lin Miranda, what's his name?
Oh my God, whatever. Manuel Lin Miranda.
Manuel Lin Miranda. When you hear his music, you know it's his music because no one else does. I picked up my iPad, I went to the bookstore, and it's like a rapping singing. Like, you know it's his work. So when I rewatched Moana, I was like, I could totally, it's definitely...
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
It's very coded. Like, you know,
I get it.
I don't want to say coded, but like, you know, your videos are very coded with you.
I know what you mean. We'll remember after this.
So likewise, I could tell, you know, my videos, because they're also very coded. So I'm going to be very discreet when I say this. So someone sent me a video and said, Vince, did you make this? I was like, I did not make that. I was like, I could see why you thought I made it, because I feel like they probably saw some of my work. And no, like, I will say this. I don't know if you come across similar things, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with being inspired by someone. But I feel like, you know, you should give credit where credit is due.
No, I hear that.
So because you produced so many things, what do you feel like is the most challenging one you ever produced before?
A web series, actually. It was a long time ago at this point.
Is it still out there?
It is. It was something that was just a pilot in the first and the second episode, but it wasn't just something put out there. Like this, I did this with a team. So this was not a one-man band thing. And it's beautifully written. We even had like 2 like good names on it actually as well. They were trying, this was created for this incredible woman. Her name was Holly. She wrote it, directed it and everything, and it was to be pitched, you know, to networks and stuff like that. But it was like my first experience really kind of doing a narrative like that, and it just taught me how much work really goes into these things. Like, one page of script could take 3 days. Like, it's insane. You know, just setting up for a quick like 2-minute scene is like an hour and a half of just like, set the light here, let's place the camera there. Shit, can we see any of the tripods? All right, where are we gonna put the audio? You know, it's hard, but it's like really beautiful how you need a collaborative effort.
Yeah.
Like, it just has to be. And it taught me how to speed up the one-man band stuff too.
Yeah,
You know,
good.
and that's actually something that's kind of hard even for creators today. And I'm really impressed with some creators that pull off making incredible things just by themselves.
Yeah.
You know, because I guess it's really impressive what a lot of people are producing now on their own, because I know what it took to do this collaborative thing.
Yeah.
And damn, like now it's almost easier and easier for some creators out there to pull the same kind of shit that took us 5 people and 12 hours, you know what I'm saying? But I guess that was the hardest one, you know, because it was a lot of like blood, sweat, and tears in a way.
Yeah.
Early mornings, late nights, you know, but it was satisfying and honestly a really wonderful experience.
Yeah, it's always gonna be a good experience.
Yeah.
So I'll probably check that out later because I'm very curious.
Yeah, I'll get a link. I get a link. It's out there.
Okay. Yeah, but you know, like you said, I can't necessarily imagine working with a group of people because you all have to be on the same page.
Yes.
First of all, there has to be like a structure
Yeah.
too, and I can imagine. And just even living here in New York City, you get to see things in person. Like I've seen like in this area alone, I've seen a shoot happening. Like I used to work over there. So like I used to see a shoot happening across the street and like you just see the same take being taken over
and over. Yeah.
And that's what prevents me from also being like signing up to be we call it an extra in these things because I was like, I want extra money. Let me be an extra. Then I read the other details saying like they used to like wait in the side in the room just for the filming to start, or sometimes the filming doesn't start because the actor is not there. Like
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of time and effort that happens in those things.
A lot.
But when you're a one-man person or one-man band or doing shoots yourself, it's a lot easier in a sense if you know what you're doing.
Agreed.
So initially for me, like when you're shooting something else, it's a lot easier. But now I'm trying to have the focus run on me more.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily like that, but
I get it.
But you know, I do a lot more takes. And if I could share all the footage where I'm just like repeating myself over and over, it's a lot of takes I'm doing myself too. But which leads me to my next and I guess final question of the day. But we could definitely talk more if you want to touch base on some other subjects too. But yeah, so when we're talking about doing takes and everything, so you talked about like working a collaborative effort. It was a long process, but when you create your projects yourselves, like what's your usual turnaround time to completing them?
I'm a little slow.
Okay.
I'm a little slow. Like I should be turning, like the way it works nowadays, like you got to be turning shit around in 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
But here's again where like I got that privilege somehow that brands give me a week, give me 2 weeks and stuff like that. Because we have lives.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I'm not banking doing all this, you know, like it's just some change and it's fun and it's like expressive, like it's my art, you know, I hate saying that, but it is, right? So it's good to be able to take my time. I'm not the speed guy.
Okay.
I'm not the guy that like, you need some film today and edit it tomorrow. Sorry, you know, like I'm an emotional creator. Like most of what I do, most of what I make has some level, takes some level of emotionality. So I can't just do that, you know? And again, like I think it shows in some of my work and the brands that I've been lucky enough to work with seem to recognize it.
Yeah, like I said, when I watch your content, you feel the emotion because there was time being spent on creating these things. Yeah, for me, like I don't do as much of that. I do a lot of the showcasing stuff, so there is a quicker turnaround time.
There has to be, but
But I did work on a long project once where it had to do with a results-driven thing. So I did like a whole week's worth of filming, or 2 weeks, I don't remember. But that was actually very fun just to film myself like day to day, like just to see a transformation of of my skin, if you may, like on what a product can actually do. So that was a really honest and
That's awesome.
true and transparent video that I ever made before. And it was cool because it was a paid gig too. So
that's awesome.
I had to work on it much harder.
Yeah.
So I couldn't just dish it out in 20 minutes. So I had to carefully splice the time frame and the video to show the progress of it. And yeah, that was amazing. So I think it just circles back to authenticity. So if you're authentic with your content, you'll get paid.
Yeah.
But yeah, is there anything you want to?
I will share something that I think is important in the creative space and in life, right? So I also work in the wedding industry.
Yes.
And I remember one experience where there was this photographer that she was really fucking hard to work with.
Okay.
I had worked with her before. We butted heads all day. The product suffers. And then I was gonna work with her again, and I decided, fuck this. I'm going to lead with so much love and kindness. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And that day that we were working with her, even when she was stressed, I didn't allow that to affect me, and I tried to help. I was always trying to, again, like what I mentioned before, just be light, be fun, enjoy what I was doing, and try and spread that joy to the photographer. And now she's one of my favorite people to work with.
Cool.
My buddy and I, we get gigs from her now. She recommends us, and we look forward to working with her, and she looks forward to working with us. It went from side eye when we had to work together to now it's big hugs and stuff like that. And I see this work in life. If you lead with love, goodness will follow.
I like that. I'm gonna try to utilize that.
Yeah, and it's hard sometimes, but it works.
I know.
It works.
But no, that is words of wisdom to follow for sure.
Yeah, sweet.
Yes. But yeah, thanks for everything today. It was a great talk to
Yeah, I
spend
had a
some
good
time
time.
with you. It felt like a really deep conversation.
It did.
To learn about everything from what we do or what you do. But definitely follow Carlos on his Instagram pages.
The Playback Panda.
Playback Panda. Yeah, so follow all the people that he works with as well. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, my bro. This was awesome. I appreciate this. I'm gonna walk away now.
Me too.